Hey guys, I, like many of you, decided to get back into sports card collecting. It's been a lot of fun. I kind of wonder why I got out of it, but I know that back in the early 2000s when I did a lot of collecting, there just weren't as many options to find people to sell them to. And so I caught myself collecting cards, like these classic Jordans from the mid 90s, and just kind of keeping them because what else was I going to do with them? And they started to stack up. Well, here during the pandemic, I've realized that card prices have spiked. Back in like 2004-5, I did have a friend tell me about PSA, and so I did pick up a few PSA slabs, like these right here. Nice little Allen Iverson, Lucky 13. I made sure when I bought them that I was only buying 10s, like this Kevin Garnett. Really nice Topps pristine Carmelo Anthony. I don't know, I've always liked, and I'll always like, just the standard Topps card. I think that they're just super, super nice. Yeah. So it must have been around 2005 that I bought these, because I can see that this one was stickered in 2005, and I bought them all around the same time from a friend of mine who was actually buying and selling cards at the time. And I didn't get into it because at the time I was playing a lot of poker. I know for me, I find a lot of fun in just kind of the swings of life, and whether it's poker or video games or buying and selling cards, it's just kind of a lot of fun for me. And then I did, for a little while, dabble in buying kind of some other brands. Here's a PGI Barry Bonds in Gem Mint Pristine 10. I was a huge Barry Bonds fan, so I've got a couple of those, like this one here. And then I bought this card because my cousin used to like the Cubs, and I always thought it would be fun to give it to him because it's a Greg Maddux with a blank back. But I don't see my cousin so often, but I still do think I want to get this over to him. And then I've always liked Shaq. I remember when he came into the league, I remember one of my cool stories or interesting stories that I have for cards is I was in a shop where they had the pull tabs. I don't know if you guys remember those. You'd pull it out, and it would either have the card in there or it would have a number, and the number would tell you what type of cards or pack of cards or whatever that you would get. And I remember this kid, he pulls it, and he gets a Topps, pack of Topps 92, 93. He opens up the pack, and all we hear is him freaking out. And everybody in the card shop, if somebody freaks out, we all are super curious. What happened? What happened? And this kid pulled a Topps Gold Shaquille O'Neal. So this exact same card, but with the gold on it. And we all just sat there and stared at the card. And that was one of the first times that I really just I really fell in love with the hobby, because for a kid to take, $3 or $4, I don't remember exactly how much money those pulls were, but he took $3 or $4 and he pulled a card that was worth $100. And for a kid, I didn't come from a bad situation, but I didn't have money. I was a little kid. And so to be able to take the $3 or $4 your parents give you and then have a $100 thing, I mean, it was it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. And I still remember, I think I was 15 or 16 when I got a pull, and I got a pack of 1987, 88 Fleer, and I pulled this Michael Jordan. I don't remember exactly how I got these, but I have this Carmelo Anthony and this really nice Chris Bosh in the Topps Chrome, which I don't know about you guys, but I love, love, love the Topps Chrome cards. It's just the way the card pops is so, so nice. And then I do have some LeBron James rookies along with some Dwayne Wade rookies, which are pretty exciting. I'm going to be sending these in. But anyway, what I'm going to tell you guys about on this channel, and as I make more videos, my plan is I'm going to take this type of a card and I'm going to turn it into, hopefully, a PSA 10. And I'm going to be tracking how much I spend on the cards, how much the grading costs. I'm going to give you guys breakdowns on that. I'm going to share information as I learn it, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm applying that information. I also have friends who are doing things with me. I have a friend who's a huge Green Bay fan, and so I've actually purchased a bunch of A.J. Dillon cards to get them graded for him. And then I have other friends that are going to be shipping me their cards. I actually have a friend who found a bunch of Kobe Bryant rookie cards, which he and I used to collect together back when we were 16 and 17 years old. And you can see here I've got the super nice Kobe tops. I've got a couple of those, which are worth a pretty penny now if I can get them graded and coming back to me in good shape. So I'm very excited to go on this journey. I'd love to take you guys with me. So if you are curious about more, don't hesitate to subscribe and leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. What cards do you like? I'm obviously a huge Vikings fan. I really, really loved Adrian Peterson. I was born in Minnesota. I now live in California, but I still love Minnesota sports, and I've still got a ton. I've been buying up Justin Jefferson cards and other guys that I just really, really enjoy. But my goal is to flip some money. I want to collect a few cards that I really like and keep them and have them around the house. I've got a nice office in the back that I'll be shooting some videos in. And long term, I do want to flip the money so that I can continue to do this, continue to enjoy I don't know if we want to call it the art of collecting, but enjoy collecting the cards. I think there's great communities out there. I've joined a number of Facebook pages and different groups and just chatting with guys who are also into collecting and talking about different things like that. And I'm very excited to spend the time with you guys. On this first big shipment, I invested a significant amount of money in Joe Burrow. I play fantasy football, and I really love the way this guy plays. I think that he's got the hunger to get better. Like, he's going to put in the work. I think he comes back from this ACL really, really strong. And I'm very excited by that Bengals team. So much so that I put a small amount of money into some T. Higgins cards. I've got a number of his cards over there. And what I'm hoping is that, they rise together. Joe Burrow pops off, T. Higgins goes up with him. But I did hedge my bet, and I do have some Justin Herbert cards and some Tua cards as well. I haven't gotten a whole lot of Jordan Love, but I do plan on buying some Jordan Love cards because I do like what Green Bay does with their quarterbacks. But I play a ton of fantasy football. I'm in a couple dynasty leagues, and so I pay a lot of attention to football. But I do also love baseball. I love Bo Jackson, and I love Ken Griffey Jr., and I've got a couple really nice like Derek Jeter cards and a couple Ichiro cards. I didn't get into a ton of baseball cards just because, back when I was collecting in the 90s and 2000s, baseball's cards weren't super popular. From what I understand, they're doing better, so I'm going to look into them again. But anyway, I appreciate you guys taking the time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Look forward to hearing you guys' comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.